If I had known that the journey of purpose would have been this tedious and this almost killing, I don't think I would have accepted at all. I would have just wanted to live a normal life. 5 years ago, God gave me a vision and I did not understand it. Funny how I still do not understand it. It didn't come with a manual. I would have expected it to come with a manual or something to work with. It only came with a nudge, a strong sense of burden that wore me like a thick American duvet. I wouldn't sleep, I wouldn't eat. Oh my God. I didn't even know what it was. I knew the Lord said to me, start a YouTube channel and share your story to help women. I say, God, which dirty story? I should go and spread my linen, my dirty, smelling linen in the open. And whenever I saw a woman being maltreated, or when I heard it in my ear, that a woman, one kind of nonsense marriage is something to do with something, I would start crying. What is your business? I did not understand it. That was the sign. And I know there are many women like this out there. Your vision does not make sense to you. You don't even understand it. Just like me, you don't know what to call it. And some of us are at the verge of throwing our destinies away because you don't understand it and it's frustrating. My bad. Let me now introduce myself. My name is Ruby and I'm very crazy about women marrying the right kind of men, finding their purpose and living intentionally. And so they can live happy and fulfilled lives on earth. That is my purpose. What is your purpose? I think we should start today by asking, have you discovered your purpose? And like I said, it's okay not to understand it yet. The beautiful thing about being a Christian and being a believer is that we all have burdens. While some of us have thrown our destinies away and we've told God at some point that, God, I can't carry this thing. It's heavy. Actually, if you've ever been burdened with something, you will know that it's like they put you in a cage and you can't come out, and then you are in so much pain and they are and you're asking, sir, hello, sir, what is my business in this thing that is happening to me? It's not you. It's God's burden that He has chosen to share with you, that two of you should come hand in hand to solve this problem. You are partnering with God to solve a problem on earth, and that is purpose in its entire form. Purpose is simply partnering with God to fulfill something, a specific goal on earth. You see, when I discovered myself, I don't think I knew what to call it yet. I thought it was a blog. I knew that God said, go and speak, go to YouTube and share your story, but I didn't know how to do all these things. I didn't even have a mentor. I didn't know anything. And this brings me to one of the disadvantages of being, if you're a Christian and you're not under any form of mentorship, you're doing yourself a great disservice because you will be under siege most times. There will be this wave of darkness over you because darkness means ignorance. Darkness in this form means ignorance. You have a good intention, but you most likely be making mistakes. You'll most likely be hurting yourself. There's no one to interpret the feeling to you. One of the things that happened to me back then was depression and anxiety. Because the purpose was like, you know, when you put duvet into water, you know how heavy duvet is. You now put down on a child's body. How do you want the child to the discomfort? And because, oh my God, do you see how God feels when we are in certain situations? And it's the way it is paining God, like God, it is paining Him. That's how God was making me feel those times. It was sharing to me the burden that He was going to say, you too experience the pain. You see how in Yoruba we call it aranimi. God is in pain. I went through that phase and I did not understand it. I left that phase, I entered depression, I did not understand it. I left depression, I entered anxiety phase, I still did not understand. It's good you take note of this because somebody might be out there trying to do the things that God has sent you to do, but you are facing obstruction. And you are thinking it is from God. Because why are you beginning to have depression when God has told you to start teaching children? And then you are teaching children and then now you are having depression. Why are you sad? Because before I went on this journey of purpose, I was okay. Though sometimes I would always be sad or on my own, melancholic. But I still had a very bad, I had some kind of life that I was in my comfort zone. But coming into purpose opened me up to a new wave of darkness. I did not know that Satan is going to come after me. Nobody told me. And that is why I said, if you are not under any kind of mentorship, you are doing yourself a great disservice. This is one of the biggest mistakes I made. I wasn't under mentorship at all. And Satan came for me. He knew that I was just like an open book. And I didn't understand anything. I didn't know what to do. I was just praying. You would question that, how can God give you a purpose and in the midst of that purpose, you will still backslide? Because you were trying to fulfill purpose, you will still backslide. Many people do not understand that there is someone that has gone before you that have done it. You hiding your head under covering is good for you. Satan will come after you. Especially for single ladies that are not married. If you were even married, thank God you're under covering. Your head is open. He would attack you. Because he understands that, in fact, it's a principle of life. And Satan understands that for anyone to achieve anything, life must first vet you. If I say, I want to go and live on the mountaintop, I'm convinced that that's where I'm supposed to live. On my way, I'll meet dogs. Rain will start falling. Things will start happening. From that day, I say I want to go to the mountaintop. That's just the length of which Satan will go to make sure that you do not get to your destination. Now, if after all these things, you still don't give up, it's when you receive the crown. Because it's only a matter of time. Satan knows that it's only a matter of time. It can't stop you forever. There's a limited amount of time that it has to stop you. So it takes advantage of that thing so that it can do everything, rush. And it looks like, why is life suddenly happening to me? This is why. One of the things that I wish that somebody told me was that purpose unveils itself over time. You can't understand purpose in one day. You can't understand purpose in one sitting. No matter what, God can give you that and say, this is the book of purpose. This is the manual. When you open chapter 5, you know what to do. No, it doesn't happen like that. As you go on the journey, you would understand the journey. Do you understand? You would understand the journey on the journey. As you go on the journey. The only antidote to understanding is to go. It's not to think. I once heard a quote by the Holy Spirit, of course, that clarity will come to you through action. Clarity will come to you through action. So as you begin to take action, you will understand the journey. When God called Abraham and said, come out of your father's house to a land I will show you, he did not tell him that when you walk through lane 4 and branch through road 5 and road 7, close 5, you will see the road. No, he didn't tell him anything. No address, no GPS. All he had was go. And as he moved on the journey, he understood the journey. And he got to a place. You know, this is the thing about it. He will never leave you stranded. Just know that. That word is for someone. God will never leave you stranded. Thank you, Holy Spirit. And if you feel like you are in this stage of your life that you feel like, I don't understand my life anymore. I'm serving God. I want you to know that I share your pain. I know it very well, like the back of my hands. I know how it feels to be obeying God, yet suffering for obeying God. I know how it feels to have a burden. I know how it feels to bear a cross that does not concern you in any way. I know how it feels when you have the intention of doing good, yet Satan is attacking you for wanting to do good. Just so you know, you are not confused. You are not left behind. You are not behind your peers. Time will tell. You are not behind of anybody. As long as you know that you are doing what God sent you to do, it is only a matter of time. And I want you to know as well that you are only in the beginning of your journey. You are in phase 1 and you're trying to understand what is in phase L. Abba, calm down. A time will come you will appreciate God for this journey. Keep moving, my sister.